Hello. So today is the 3rd of June. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so I go into college tomorrow. And I was meant to wrap up filming. I don't know. I was meant to wrap up filming on Saturday with Michelle, my actor, my friend. And I had booked the Stanton Village Hall, which my auntie, she kind of one of the chairmen of it. She looks after it as well with some other people. And so I'm out of breath. And we went down there. It took us. Sorry, my dad picked Michelle up, and my dad and my mum and my sister had to go to like an event. So me and Michelle walked down to the Centre Village Hall, which I thought would be 15 minutes, but it turned out to be an hour of walking. Which, by the way, I had some very heavy equipment, and yeah, I thought it'd be a 15-minute walk, but it was not a 15-minute walk. It took us an hour. I believe if we'd actually, I don't know if we got distracted, but I think if we'd actually focused on it, maybe it would have taken like 30 minutes minimum even. But yeah, I went to my auntie's, got the keys from my auntie, and we got there at 3:30, and I was setting up the stage and showing Michelle around the hall, and yeah, I was setting up the stage, and I realized, oh God, the curtains are not all black. I got it wrong in my memory because I thought all the curtains on the stage were all black, and this is what I wanted to do for my dream sequence was so that I could film that in all like pitch black, and no, some of the curtains were red, on the side, and on the back it was all like a tan color, and the ones on the front of the stage were all kind of like a dark brown. So I thought maybe I could try and use them. It's out of breath. And try and just film on that one side, but there wasn't enough room to actually get further enough back to do it. So I thought, okay, I'll just use the entire hall instead, and it won't make sense. It won't make sense for the story. I mean, just randomly appearing in this dream, in a big hall. But I liked the scope of it. I liked the structure. I thought I could get some good shots of it, and maybe I could add a bit of dialogue to explain it. I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to get something filmed so I could have something at least. But well, we filmed the first scene, the first shot of Michelle looking around confused, like, okay, I'm in this dream. Where am I? And then Michelle decided, or at least thought, that they didn't want to do this anymore. They decided they they didn't enjoy it. They weren't enjoying it, and they didn't really want to act. And I could tell they were getting a bit overwhelmed of some sort, or were just rethinking everything. And I just said, it's okay, fine, we'll stop, because I don't want I don't want them to kind of feel like they're being forced into this. That was never what I wanted them to have to feel like they're doing. I wanted it to just be something fun for us to do. So yeah, start breath. Yeah, so we stopped filming, and we left. I was kind of dreading going back home because I was thinking, okay, how do I finish this project? I just kind of thought maybe I could write about in the reflection and evaluation that would still get me the marks right, and I'm still trying to figure my way through it, and it's just, how do I end this story, and thinking of alternatives. And well, I just kind of thought maybe this is the end, maybe this is nothing else I can do. But then I got home, and I told my mum and my family about it, and they said, we can work around this. We could, find a different story to do and go with that. You use the footage you've already got, and work from that as well. So that's what I've been doing. I came up with, I haven't got the board with me. I had a whiteboard, Actually, let me go get it quickly.
Your next category is weather.
She's asleep. Okay. So yeah, oh yeah, I should mention that this was on Saturday night that I was doing this. So yeah, I can't. It's not a lot here. I haven't had a lot of time. Just been thinking of. So yeah, I was writing down some ideas of maybe how I could work off this, and my mum was going on. My mum and my sister in particular were saying about how maybe. So out of breath. Maybe I could use my sister. No, not my sister. My mum. We could use my mum to act as like an older version of Michelle, and maybe we alter the story entirely. Not entirely. Okay, maybe. Yeah, entirely. It's entirely. So there's no longer this moth. There's no longer this thing about taking fear away. Because what else can I do? I can't end the story without Michelle the way I'd wanted it to be. So we're gonna have to change it. I'm still gonna make it horror if I can, but I'm gonna use Mum as to act as an older version of Michelle. And what I'd filmed so far, what we did was we looked at the footage. Me, my sister, and my mum looked at the footage that I'd filmed so far. I showed them everything. I've edited it all together because I've been doing that as I've been filming, just to make the editing quicker and just to make everything ready. Because I really want this to be shown to people. I want this to be ready on time, and I want feedback from people. I want to show people a finished piece of work for once. um, so yeah, so then we looked at all the footage, and I had gone up to the point in the script where Michelle had fallen asleep, and in the back there's this figure, and there's like meant to be glowing dust falling down, and then we go into the dream sequence, which is what we're meant to film, but never happened. So yeah, we decided to go with an older version of my mum, no, of Michelle, that storyline, and we've been thinking of lots of different alternatives of what the story could go to, the direction to take it, and I'll take a screenshot. I'll take a photo of it and put in some evidence, something on the Padlet. I don't know, because if on video everything's inverted, so you won't be able to read it. But there was so the idea at the moment, I haven't written it on here. No, I have written on here. That's a lie. So Michelle goes to sleep, and suddenly there's a big time jump to 30 years in the future, where Michelle has now older, like in the 50s, because that's how old my mum is. They're haunted by the same issue as before, with this whole idea of the cliff and water and heights and the death of the younger sibling. But it's now more intense. It is spiraling. It is crazy. It's been going on for 30 years. This whole grief and trauma, I suppose, and anxiety. It was before. It was at like a 10, but now it's at flipping 1,000. And I'm planning to do lots of quick, like crazy erratic shots. It may be very jarring. I think that's my only worry. So maybe when I first, from the transition to the youngest to older, I think that's gonna be quite jarring, in terms of it being quite slow paced in a sense. Especially in the bedroom scenes, because it's quite long shots at that moment in time. I'm thinking, and I was thinking for the older scenes, like I said, it's more erratic and crazy, and it's all handheld. I'm scared to do the handheld, to be fair, especially in 4K. But I might do a gimbal instead. Do with a gimbal instead. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be quite jarring, going from one extreme to the other, like one sort of thing to the one extreme. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my mum to wake up. She got home and she fell asleep, and she's been asleep for like 4 hours. I wasn't able to. I know I said today's Tuesday, and I stopped filming on Saturday. So it's like, okay, what do you do Sunday and Monday? I couldn't do anything Sunday because I went to a wedding that was 13 hours long. It was the longest wedding I've ever been to, and I was up like from 8 in the morning to like, and we got back at like 10:30, and then I just went in bed and just passed out. I woke up the next morning at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd had to go and do some stuff and have to look at cars. I was looking, yeah, it was a bit crazy. But in between, I was kind of trying to find alternatives for doing all this. Um, I was just kind of looking. I mean, I suppose I was doing a bit more of this, but not a lot. I was kind of, I don't know, I was just kind of thinking in my head, and I could have definitely done more, I think. No, could I? I don't know. It was quite tight. Everything was quite timed quite tightly. I don't know. And I woke up really late this morning again, so yeah. And my mum was already out, so I couldn't actually film anything with her. This is her day off, by the way. My mum was at work yesterday. That's why I couldn't film yesterday, because my mum just started back at work. She had an operation on her leg, so she's going back to work for after many weeks this week. But Tuesday is a day off, and today she'd had to go somewhere like to get her leg checked. So that's why she's just come back like 4 hours ago, and now she's been asleep. Tomorrow she's at work. Thursday she's at work all day, and then Friday she's at work all day. Saturday she's at work, and Sunday she has a day off. Yeah. So I really have to get everything in the next few hours. It is currently 6:10, 6. I reckon I could, thankfully, for the idea that this is gonna be set 30 years in the future, and if and well, the character Adrian's already moved into the house, and everything is already crazy and erratic and messy. I won't need to change anything about the rooms because everything's already back to being messy after I tidied and cleaned it all up. The office has been switched around, so now the desk is on that side. It was originally there, but it's been moved there. And well, as you can see, it is messy. I could maybe mess that corner up a bit. And yes, I want to still make it a horror. There's so many issues with coming and with having to with my actor leaving halfway through it. What else can I do, really? I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, there's no moth. I think it never had to really be a moth, did it? It was just kind of the excitement of trying to do something different. But I'm thinking with this older version of Adrian, I'm thinking I don't know when my dad gets back, because my dad isn't here either. I wanted my dad to act as like something in the background, to have some kind of movement, or seem like there's a figure following old Adrian throughout their day as everything's getting crazy. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm trying to explain as best as I can. I think there's no actual story set, and I think I'm going to use that to make it so only in editing it won't make sense. It will just be waking up. The day doesn't go as you would have it. Everything's edited, or I wouldn't say erratically. It's just the camera movements, the acting's erratic. And when I say erratic, it just means like quick movements. It's kind of like everything's spiraling. So say if there's like a scene here, maybe it's like steady camera, maybe there's like typing, and it's just like let me show it. I can't zoom in it now. I'll try and make it look nicely as possible. But yeah, I wanted my dad to be this figure that's constantly following older Adrian as they're doing everything in their day. So like there'd be some, like say if I just put the camera here and they're typing, you might see like a figure just run through the corridor. I was thinking of maybe having a shot where Adrian's just kind of, I don't show this. Adrian's just like got their face there and they're looking, and then maybe this out of focus, this figure's head just moves in, and it's just there and taunting older Adrian, and Adrian's trying to ignore it, but they can't. And maybe to show that this is the younger sibling, this is like the trauma and the grief. You know, the cliff. I should probably point out that I haven't told you this, but the idea I changed, like it was weeks ago, but I forgot to mention it to you. But the sibling passed away because maybe they commit suicide on a. I hate myself for doing these dark themes, but they jumped off a cliff into the waters, and that's why for young Adrian in the bathroom scene, for young Adrian in the bathroom scene, they are afraid or have just this split image of the ocean appearing, and that kind of gives them anxiety for a second, or the water that their wet hands in that. Sorry, I don't know if I'm saying it as best as I can. It's just kind of I'm trying to get my words out. Yeah. So anyway, onto the point I was about to make. Maybe in out of focus, water just comes from this figure's mouth. It just goes down. It's an idea. It's just I want to try. I need to do something. I can't just give up on this and be like, well, you know, the actor didn't want to act, so I can't finish it. You know, I've got to work around it somehow. I've got to have some. I want to show my problem solving skills. And you know, if this doesn't turn out well, at least I tried. At least I have something somewhat finished to show. And I'm thinking, I'm just hoping I can get something filmed in this limited time I have with my mom. Yeah, I'm just gonna have. I already have a few shots in my mind. I just don't know. I need to know when my dad comes back. I need for mom to wake up. I think while in the meantime I wait for that, I'm going to get some shots of maybe just empty rooms. Because I wanted to have like a shot of I want to have a shot of the living room, which my mum is in asleep. So I can't really do that. I want to shot of the living room with the boxes in, so I can insert that shot between the scene of Adrian and Rob, of Rob leaving. Rob is the one with the boxes helping Adrian move into the house. So that scene of Rob leaving and the scene of the office where Adrian works. I wanted to put a shot of the boxes in the living room in between those two scenes. Because then I'm not really too bothered about the runtime, which I know I should be conscious of. You know, with like a minimum of 6 minutes, maximum 9. But already I've edited everything I've got, and it's up to 3 minutes 10, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So I don't know. I'm gonna film another 2 minutes and 50 seconds. You know, in the few probably hours I have, I take quite long to. Do I take long to film? I don't know. God. Yeah. I'll just have to see what I can do. I'll have to wait for mum to wake up. But yeah, in the meanwhile, while I wait for my mum and my dad, I'm gonna get shots of just blurrinesses. I've got an idea in mind where the camera just kind of spins. You know, like in Barbie at the end, where it's just kind of going around like in circles. I was thinking maybe I could get like something like that and just edit that in between a few shots to kind of add to the craziness of it all. Yeah, I've got to think this through. Oh my god, I'm up to 20 minutes. This could be the longest video I've ever done. Ha! In a way, that's a good thing, I suppose, because my video diaries have been quite short. But to be fair, I've done lots of video diaries. I just haven't. I've been very late with putting them up because I've done so many. I've done like. I'm probably gonna have to end up like only uploading like half of the ones I've done because I've genuinely done so many video diaries, and I struggle to. I have to edit them, unfortunately, because it's not like I can just probably do one like this where I just safely upload it and there you go. But it's because I usually do it where I've done multiple videos in a day, and I have to put them all together. And sometimes I just have to go through them I can't think of the details at the moment, but there's something I have to do with the video diaries. So most of them, yeah. So that's what that's why I'm taking a bit long trying to show all of them. My phone's on 2%. Oh my god. Yeah. So in a bit I will hopefully film with my mum. We've got daytime at the moment, so I'm hoping it doesn't get too dark because I want to use the daylight to assist me in lighting. And I want the scenes to be in daylight, preferably. Like it looks like it's in day, and it is raining outside. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'll let you know how it goes. I'm going to film. Okay. Okay, that's a good light there. It's going to have shadow, but I can't fix that. Okay, you okay? I'm just going to film you typing, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show your hands in focus, and then I'll pan up to your face. And you're going to look frantic, kind of manic, crazy, on edge, those types of things.
Oh, mesh.
What? I mean,
Oh, mesh.
what's the focus? That's the focus, and then I pan up to your face. Is that on POV? That's not on POV. Yeah, that's not on. Okay, so then I pan up to your face. So let me just get that in focus. You crying already?
I've got an air in here or something.
Are you okay to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
So what am I doing?
So just typing, quite crazy, on edge, not relaxed, you're on edge, spiraling, just on edge and in general, just kind of like, you need to, this work is, you've got a lot of work to do and you're on a deadline, and it's like, say, the deadline's in like 30 minutes and you've got a lot of work to do.
Okay.
You ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, action. And cut. That was perfect. Are your thin hands okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What else do I need? Oh yes, can I get a shot of you putting can I get a shot of you putting something in the shredder? If that's okay. Doesn't add anything to the story, it's just edginess. I knew my teacher would have seen that, by the way. I can find a piece of paper for you to put in if you want. I bet I have some lying around
So
somewhere.
I've got one here.
My fingers are from that tripod. It's not a very nice tripod. No, it's not a tripod, it's a gimbal. What am I talking about? The thing is, I'll be recording it, so what if I get some any information on it?
Oh, I'll do it this way.
Okay. What if I get you taking it from the office? So like you've got to take it off there, and then I just follow your movements to the shredder, and then I'll do a separate shot of it being shredded. So you're just moving it towards the shredder. You won't actually put it in just yet.
I'm going to put it in.
Pardon?
I'm going to put
Yeah,
it
but you go to put it in. You don't actually do it. Okay, let me just get because the white, not the white ones. Just in general, it's really bright. Oh, I see. That's a good idea. So it's like the okay. Get the focus. You've got very glittery nails. Nice. Oops. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, action when you're ready.
It went in. Sorry, you
I didn't realize it was on, to be honest.
No. I've got another piece of it out.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try that again.
Okay.
Let me just get the focus on it again. Our focus is perfect, to be honest. Okay. So when you're ready, be a bit slower with it. Input. And then what we'll do is we'll get now a shot of it going in from this angle. Oh, it's too dark actually. Right, no, I can fix that. This is a very weird doing it. Okay, just go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, perfect.